using this playbook of vilifying and demonizing these four young, vibrant women of color, putting them as the face of the Democratic Party. It is about race, but it is also about gender. And it is also likely to be a winning strategy for driving out their voters.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
If Trump wins re-election with this playbook, then I think that other Republicans who want to be president will see it as a viable strategy. And the reality is that it will be. I mean, we have had, white nationalist-oriented policy proposals coming from Republicans in Congress for 2 decades, 2.5 decades. Senator Cotton's immigration bills, what Steve King talks about in Iowa. But there was always a need to moderate that with dog whistle language. Mr. Trump shows that certain politicians can get away with that using clear language and a bullhorn. And so if he wins re-election, we can bet that this will be a continued playbook. And so the question is, how long will that playbook work as millennials and Gen Z voters enter their political maturity and begin to vote against Republicans? Because those segments have deep dislike for the Republican Party.
We are grateful for your solidarity, your encouragement, and your support in the face of the most recent.
So the language that President Trump has used is created a great deal of controversy. It's language that if you or I used at our workplace and somebody complained about us, we would be reprimanded. And if we did it repeatedly, we would be fired. So even for politicians, even for ideological politicians, this is unusually harsh and racist language.
But again, I didn't say that, they did, but I disagree with it.
But they were echoing what you said in your first tweet, that they should go back.
Well, I don't think if you examine it, I don't think you'll find that, but I disagree with it.
This is the strategy that Trump is using. He doesn't believe that any Democrats are going to vote for him in 2020. And among independents, people that go back and forth, more of them are going to vote Democratic than Republican next time. So his chance of being reelected is to get a super turnout from his base, white conservatives, particularly non-college educated white conservatives. And by keeping them angry as can be, he's hoping that that will translate into good turnout come November 2020. He has to be ever more outrageous, make people stand up and say, wow, I've never heard him say anything quite like that. And he did that with these tweets. It's language that is really offensive, I think, to the majority of Americans, and he made people pay attention to him.
Well, number one, I think I did. I started speaking very quickly. It really was a loud, I disagree with it, by the way, but it was quite a chant, and I felt a little bit badly about it.